Hi friends, hello everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm back with another BookTube TBR. It has been a little while, but yeah, so I finished reading the last book I picked from my lucky jar. It's just a plastic container that I got from Costco last year. It was full of chocolate, and of course I've since eaten it all. And I might say it was pretty delicious. It's the chocolate of the world. Anyway, you're not here for chocolate of the world. Although I'm sure you wouldn't mind if I were to, you know, like reach through the screen and give you some chocolate. But that was randomly just odd for me to say. One of my kitty cats is sitting next to me on the floor and I have a canvas bag. And she decided to crawl into the bag and now is stuck in one of the handles and is dragging the bag around with her. I'm easily amused, I tell you folks. Anywho, I finished reading the Zillow Talk New Rules of Real Estate book, which, if you didn't watch the last BookTube I posted, was the name I drew out of this lucky dip. And the brief synopsis. You get out of there. So for a beep beep, I need my brain recharged. So for a brief synopsis of this book, if you know nothing about real estate, then this will be your best friend. This is definitely a book that was written for people who are just dipping their toes into real estate, or maybe even for professionals. So if you're a real estate agent, mortgage lender, housing inspector, appraiser, anything in that kind of real estate realm, this might be a book of interest to you. This book was written by a former CEO of Zillow, Spencer Rascoff, and the chief economist, Dan Humphries. Disclaimer, I used to work for Zillow. I no longer work there. So I received this book through my previous employer because, hello, Zillow is kind of like the author of the book. I found it to be really interesting and kind of a refresher on a lot of the stuff that I already knew because I had worked in real estate for 7 years. So when you work in real estate for that long, you really start to know your stuff. So this was just kind of nice to have a lot of that data, a lot of the information and stats and facts behind the trends and all these things I already knew. However, I'm not here to brag about what I know. I'm here to talk about the synopsis of this book. What I appreciate is that it's broken down into really short chapters. So, you know, some books that are data driven or written in that kind of dry way can be really boring to read, and this is a very factual book, but it's definitely not written in that way. Spencer, former CEO, has such a great way of explaining things where he just makes it lighthearted and fun and interesting. Both of them have kind of the quirky, fun kind of personality which shines through with this book. So if you're interested in real estate and you want to learn how to get the most bang for your buck when it comes to purchasing or even selling or looking for a great investment, here you go. It's full of like charts and all sorts of really cool information. Who makes better real estate agents, men or women? And the facts, there's actual data to support that, which is really intriguing. It's not a man versus woman kind of thing. There's nothing like that. It's just really intriguing in general. How to determine your asking price when you go to sell your home. Magic words for your listing. So if you come across a listing and it says cozy little rambler on developing neighborhood needs a little TLC, you might want to run for the hills. And there's data in this book to back that up. So definitely a good read. I don't know where you can purchase this. I think you can purchase this through any normal retailer. So alright, that's the brief synopsis. It's a very intriguing book and I got through it pretty quickly. But now it's time to choose the next book. What's it going to be? And every time I go to draw a name out of this little jar, I always forget what colors I used for which category. I think it was blue and green, which are, I think, nonfiction. And then the pink is fiction. So I don't remember my color code. It's been a while. So let's see what's in my hand. Oops, I just dropped one. Okay, take two because I ended up drawing two and one fell on the floor and I couldn't determine which one I should do. So I threw them both back in here and we're going to draw that again. What am I going to get? Here we go. Pink, which I believe is fiction. I could use a little fiction in my life. Fold these up in a little paper triangles that I can't unfold. Okay, this is a book, and I don't remember, of course it's a book. Hello, that was just dumb. It's a book called Dance Hall of the Dead. Has no author in here, which kind of concerns me because I don't remember this book at all. Maybe it's one that I got from my mom's collection of books when she passed away, and I just kind of grabbed a bunch of books and just threw them on my shelves. This might be one of them. I don't know, but that's the next book I'll be reading. So my next TBR, I'll give you a little synopsis of this, and then we'll pick the next book. So let me know in the comments if you recognize the name of this book and if you liked it or not. But don't give too much away because I still have to read it, and I don't want any spoiler alerts. Anywho, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!